said.
You seem ready to give up. Keep going, don't you stop. A little ain't enough.
Hey guys, what is up? This is Trap Air here, and welcome to another video. This is one of those videos that I said I'll be making that isn't Infinite Flight. Actually, this video doesn't involve Infinite Flight. This is top 3 best flight simulators. Now, just to start this off, just to say, this isn't like, this is mainly my opinion, except for the first video that you'll see, the first game you'll see. It's not my best favorite, but a lot of people do like that flight simulator, so yeah, I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, just remember to enjoy the video. Okay, so the first flight simulator is called Aerofly 2. This isn't generally my most favorite. I don't like it as much as like a bunch of other flight simulators, but a lot of people do like this flight simulator, so I just decided to add this one in for the third one. This flight simulator involves some pretty cool stuff, like for example, as you can see here, you could actually see the pilot if you go to co-pilot view. You have different camera angles that you get to look from, as you can see. Yeah, it has like many different camera angles, like here. Yeah, it also has a pretty good virtual HD cockpit, as you can see. You can't really. These aren't buttons that you could actually do anything with, but it's pretty cool. You got different gear, like you could bring up the gears. You got autopilot, flaps. Yeah, so that was just now the graphics are the most impressive. I don't really like them. But anyway, there's many different aircrafts that you could use. There's a whole aircraft bundle for Air Force, gliders, Boeing 737, Airbus A320, extra stuff with F-18, Cessna, Pitt, Learjet, ASG, A380, Boeing 747, and yeah. There's also different airlines, but these are the 2 airlines for specifically these 2. Now, the Learjet, it has something special about it. You get to, once we start this, so you could actually, first of all, it's a pretty fast aircraft. Let me just set the autopilot really quick. You could actually look inside of the aircraft, like right here. It's got a pretty good interior design. Here is the cockpit on both sides. The pilot, what's up, bro? Yeah, it's got basically all the camera angles except for one extra. This is personally one of my favorite. This is personally actually my favorite airplane in this game, because of the different camera angles, and it's a fast airplane too. It's called a Learjet, not like a Lear tank or something like that. I don't know, Lear turtle. Yeah, so that was for the first flight simulator. Okay, so the second one, I put this in here because of the realism, like how realistic it is. It's got a pretty cool cockpit. You could actually control the buttons and everything. Mostly everything that you see here, you could actually use, the throttle. You could set the flaps right there. You got all this different crap you could do. There's some emergency things. Engine fire, just in case there's an engine fire. Turn that off right now. There's an emergency thing just in case you have someone to failure while trying to take off. You can also open the doors, which is a pretty cool thing actually. As you can see right here, door open. Pretty good graphics, I guess. Oops. Yeah, I mean, it's just to say, and here's the fuel tank. you know, what you can do with the fuel tanks. It's like really realistic. You can actually like basically use everything. Now, I don't have any commercial airplanes purchased because you have to also purchase airplanes in this. But I could imagine like how realistic it is on those ones, which I hope I get like maybe one soon, something like that. Let's just take off here. It also like hits like V1 and everything, you know, it doesn't like automatically just, you know, go at 150 miles an hour. Takeoffs, you know, taking off right now. HUD mode. Yeah, I mean, it's basically just a regular flight simulator, except for it has this, you know, a bunch of extra features. It also has a pretty big amount of aircrafts that you could purchase. You've got, you know, this Cessna, as always. Surja, you got this, I don't know. You got all these aircrafts. You got Soviet era. Bombarders. Airbus A320. Boeing 777. Boeing 737. McDonnell Douglas. Not bad aircraft. Boeing 747. I want to use that sometime. Got helicopters too. A-10, you know, got some military planes and also some older plane. You've also got many, 4 different you've got 4 different places to choose from. You got Grand Canyon, you know, you got all just basically these 5 places. You could also control the weather. Could set the time right here, and you could also, this is my favorite feature, you could also like put, you know, if something fails, maybe something, you know, you want to do something like simulation for the engine failure. Yeah, so that was it for X-Plane 10. Yeah, so now going on to the next flight simulator. So this one, in every single top 10 or top 3, top 5, anything flight simulator games, you have to at least have this game like somewhere, if not first, second, or third, something like that. Other than that, you don't know what airplane games are about. This is Infinite Flight Simulator. If you watch my other videos, then you definitely know what this game is. This is actually like my whole channel. I only do Infinite Flight videos from now on. I got, you know, your different camera angles like you just saw. I got free. Oh, got all this crap. This is the Boeing 747-8 that I'm using right now. You could also, like, you know, here's a landing of my airplane. Right now there's like some high wind speeds. Okay. Landing right here. Now you have your spoilers that you could set yourself. Put into arm or not. You got your brakes. You could also like take off. Yeah, I mean, what airplane simulator doesn't do that? You can also take off. You could taxi around to runways too. In fact, you start out with the parking as you saw in the beginning. Yeah. Right now I'm playing the single player. If you play the multiplayer, you have to have there's a traffic control. You have to like actually ask them to go around, you know, taxi to the specific runway. Yeah, so here it is. So this is it, you know, just taking off right now. There's high wind speed, so this was a horrible takeoff. My God. Yeah, so this game comes with a pretty big deal of aircraft, a pretty big amount of aircrafts. A-10. No, got all these different airlines with every single airplane. Most airplanes, like 9 out of 10 of them, are all, you know, have some sort of different airline on it. You got NASA airplanes too. going down, you got the new airplanes, bombarders even. You got Cessnas as always. Another Cessna Citation, Embraers, military aircrafts as you just saw, as you're seeing right now. I mean, we've got F-14s, F-16s, F-22, Lockheeds. You also got some World War II age aircraft, as you'll see in a second. You know, right here. Yeah, they're just, yeah. You've also got a ton of air spaces, you know, different states, different places in different countries. Paris, San Francisco, Singapore, Sydney, South Florida. You've also got like a bunch of airports that you could go to. And also like different parking places, different runways. And then you've also got weather. You can control the weather. And also you could set the time, which is a pretty cool thing, just in case you want a good video. You could also play multiplayer and do air traffic control. Can't talk today. Yeah, that's like the main thing. You could play with other players, tons of other players. Yeah. So that was it, guys. This was top 3 best airplane simulators. I'll see you guys later. Bye.